may have heard his voice. You see him on camera now. Ladies and gentlemen, star, okay? Future star from Sweden. I'm not talking about, this is like, all right, maybe it's Zlatan, Young Lean, and then this guy, okay?
How you put Young Lean?
From Eintracht Frankfurt. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugo Larsson, everybody!
Hugo, what's up, man? Thank you for having me. Thank you for the nice introduction.
Of course. How about that? You third place behind Zlatan and Young Lean.
Yeah, that was a bit weird, but
You want to be second place?
I take it. No.
I think Zlatan would be fine with that list.
Yeah.
Of course he would be.
Hugo, thank you so much for joining us, man. This is really cool. Obviously, all the way from Germany, midfielder for Eintracht Frankfurt. I think the first thing I want to ask about, and I think a lot of people notice immediately, is your age. You are a very young player, but you have lots of minutes for Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah.
This is not common for young players to have such a strong role and an important role on a team. So, I mean, what does it feel like to be your age and almost effectively kind of be a leader in that midfield?
No, obviously, like you say, it's maybe not normal. So there comes pros and cons with this also. But yeah, it's good. I mean, I handled it quite well. I think nobody expected me to go into that midfield and into the team directly as I did and the way I did it. But yeah, it was a nice year, and now I'm 1 year older, a bit more meat on my legs. We say, I don't know if you use that.
No, yeah, we use that phrase here as well. Never once.
When I say it, I feel
Only when I'm ordering chicken wings.
we say it in Sweden, but I felt when I say it,
No, it works.
A bit more meat on
We
my
get
legs.
it. We get it. Yeah. I feel like that's why you grew out the mustache. You're like, yes, I'm 20, but I'm gonna get a lot of minutes. Yeah. I see it. It's shining. What is
Some people like it. My mother don't like it. But
your mother doesn't? My mom hates the beard, but my wife likes it, so it's staying.
Okay,
you feel me?
So I see who he's deciding.
Yeah,
over there,
that's
huh?
100%.
It's
Love
wild,
your mom, but
it's wild how I am much older than you, and I cannot grow that mustache that you have on your
Bro.
face. Yeah,
Okay, then I should be proud. Huh?
this guy he's like a dolphin. He's got no hair on his body. It's ridiculous. He's very aerodynamic in the water. It's very good for him.
Now I'm waiting for this one.
Yeah,
But
when
it's
you
coming.
get this, hit me up, bro. That's when we'll go party. I look like a Turkish cab driver, right? Like you know they have to have beards. It's a very important thing. Talk to me about that move from the youth levels to the senior team. What's Hugo Larsson like? Are you the type of person? All right, shut your phone off.
Phone call now. Wow,
Are you
I'm serious.
Actually, it was Young Lean saying I should have been number one. Zlatan's number two. Talk to me. Are you the type of person that's like ready to go? Give me that opportunity, or was it like something that you felt you needed a little bit of time to settle into that first team?
I think when giving the opportunity, you don't know really how you're going to respond to it. And I think both in Frankfurt, but also in my old team, I was kind of thrown into the situation because I came into a Malmö team where they struggled quite much that season. And I was just thrown into it. And then you're kind of forced to be able to swim, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. They throw you in the
And,
deep end of the pool.
And I had to swim, and I could swim, thankfully.
He's like,
My
you boys
mother
are swimming. Yeah.
You see the Olympics? I should have been there.
Yeah, 100 meters, easy.
Hey, you
Backstroke.
make it unserious now. Huh?
we're gonna go twists and turns.
No, but like I said, I was kind of thrown into it, and then I had to handle it. And I think in my case, and maybe for everyone, that's easier when you don't have to think too much and you're just kind of thrown into it. Was kind of the same situation in Frankfurt. I think I was not in the squad for the first 2 games. Then our captain was injured and I had to play. I came in, I think, 20 minutes or something like this. And after this, everything just went on. And I think in my case, that was easier and it helped me a lot, I think.
Yeah. I was watching a lot of videos, researching Hugo Larsson to see to learn as much as possible. And one of
Watching the Hugo Larsson mixtape.
Exactly. Okay. And one of the things that I saw that you had mentioned in one of the Eintracht Frankfurt videos was that your favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
It is.
It is. And
Even after this Euros?
It is. Why are you trying to do it?
I'm just asking the question. You can answer however you want.
You're a Messi fan, right?
Very much so.
Yeah?
so, given that you are a fan of Polanco, I'm kidding. On a serious note,
I come all the way from Germany. to do this, man.
We're never gonna get invited to Portugal now. We're never gonna get invited to Portugal now.
No, but given the fact that that is your favorite player, but your style of play is obviously very different from his, and given that you are a midfielder, what are the sort of things that you appreciated about his game that you could bring into your style of play as a midfielder?
I think football-wise, to be honest, I don't think, of course, there's a lot, but I don't look up to him as a football player, you know, more as kind of a person. I grew up, of course, liking Cristiano Ronaldo and all this, but I think growing up and realizing what's football really about, it's a lot about your head and all this you do outside the pitch. And I think Cristiano is obviously maybe the best in the world. And I think the mentality he has, and of course, you don't like him so much. No, I try to praise him a lot.
No, he's number 2. He's great.
No.
He's number 2.
To me, he's number 2. That's very high.
The thing is, for me, I think Messi is also the better player, but I like Cristiano more. You know what I mean?
And that
actually brings a great question, because I think here you'll find arguments in American sports like LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, right? And I think some people, I liken Cristiano Ronaldo a lot to Kobe because it's a mentality thing. Yeah. It's not just talent. It's the mentality to just never want to lose, to be better than others.
Never let somebody else take a free kick. Yes. You know what I mean? That you gotta have.
Wait, he's our guest.
Why are you trying to bring him down?
What is it about Cristiano Ronaldo that drew you to him? Is it that intensity to want to prepare your body and to prepare your mind to be great? Because when you do have that argument about Messi or Ronaldo, some people are like, well, Messi's just so gifted, and Ronaldo just wouldn't stop until he was the best. Yeah, is that what drew you to him?
I think so, yeah. Growing up, of course, he has this kind of cool aura, you know?
Yeah.
And that is what kind of drew me into him, I guess. You know, the hairstyle, you grow up, obviously, when I look like him.
Yeah.
I don't look like him at all.
No. You gotta work on that tan, man.
Put some Now, of course, when you grow up, it was because of this. But now, as I said before, when you realize how much work you really have to put into it and understand how much he have put into to be able to reach the levels he had. And I think that's the main reason, I guess.
Yeah. And I ask that because, like, people come up with their own opinions of players, right?
Yeah.
This is obviously huge for you. You guys are in the US. You guys are getting a chance to meet and maybe even talk to some Frankfurt fans. For fans who are just now picking up a Bundesliga team, and maybe they watch an Eintracht Frankfurt match and they see Hugo Larsson. At the end of the match, what do you want them to say about Hugo Larsson? What do you want them to think?
Now I'm gonna look into the camera. I want to.
Should we put R&B music on?
They told me before when I did that, I look into here. No, the jokes aside, I think obviously I'm a hardworking player, and I think you can come really far, not only in football but also outside life by working hard. Of course, you have talent, and I think all of us, by reaching a level like Bundesliga, you need talent, but to reach the next level and to be able to stay on a top level like Bundesliga is, you have to work hard. And I think that's the main thing I want to send out to people, and what I want them to take away from my game when they leave the stadium or the game is finished. That the hard work, I think, that's what I try to put in every day. And if you can show this in the weekends also, it's very good thing.
Yeah, and the one thing I have to give credit for and applaud Eintracht Frankfurt fans, as you know, we've gotten the luxury to go to Frankfurt, and we've been to a match. So we've been there. But even when we go to watch Eintracht Frankfurt matches in the US, and just even watching them on TV, the Eintracht Frankfurt supporters, it's something I've only learned in the fairly recently. The support in the United States is incredible. There are so many Eintracht Frankfurt fans, and because we normally are used to hearing, you know, Bayern and Dortmund but Eintracht Frankfurt has, I would say, on any given day, has more support than some of these other clubs. When you go to a pub,
in the US,
in the US, it's remarkable, and a lot of people are not completely aware of it. Just the organization and the coordination that a lot of people have all around the country to support Eintracht Frankfurt. So it's a cool thing to see. So I hope you've gotten to experience some of that as you've been here.
No, of course. I think Mexico wasn't a lot, of course.
Okay, sure, yeah.
But their fans were cheering for us also. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Is this your first time in the States?
No, I've been here 3 times before. but only with family when I was younger.
Okay,
So
vacation.
Now it's a bit different. Yeah, it's the first time with football. So
First time in New York?
third time.
Oh, so each time you came to New York?
2 times here and 1 time in Miami or Orlando.
Ah, very
Lovely.
cool.
For
Okay.
me, this time was not so stressful. I don't have to go see this.
Yeah.
You know, when you're here the first time, it's not pleasure. It's only.
Yeah. Family vacations is like, here's the 10 things we have to see. You got to take pictures next to
it's
it,
crazy.
smile. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I want to ask about it because you made the comment about having more meat on your bones and stuff, right?
I took care of that early.
Yeah.
I went. Yeah. I just didn't work out, and I think it worked out.
So if you want the easy way to do that, you can talk to Alexis. But
You can give me some.
when you walked
I would
in.
love to, actually. Can I get a doctor?
When you walked in, the first thing you noticed, obviously, you're a very tall and slender gentleman. But given that, look, you even mentioned it of just like growing and maturing into your own body. Like, given that, sort of the tall midfielder is not super common. And there's like you sort of just physically. I don't know if you know Keaton Parks from NYCFC. He's a midfielder. He played at Benfica for a little bit.
Maybe I should know.
But similar build. You have guys very tall midfielders. Is that when it comes to having that sort of build, maybe just even in Bundesliga, is that something on your mind where you think about how physical you have to be with defenders, shielding the ball, is it maybe your style of play is trying to focus on not even interacting as much, not getting super physical, trying to keep the ball away and keeping your body away from other defenders?
I think I was always small when I was younger, so I've always been clever in avoiding duels,
Yeah.
And then of course you have to do duels also, and I can be a bit better in duels. I think they told me after last season. Yeah.
Get in there, bro.
Get in there, bro.
Love it.
No, of course. This is something I can develop for sure, and I think I can, like you say, it's not so normal with big midfielders, central midfielders, so I think I can make it my advantage. I think it already is that I'm very tall. If I can get a little bit of your fat,
Yeah, of course. Happy to share it.
Yes.
I need to introduce you to Doritos. Now, I don't know if you got them in Germany. Also, pizza. Well, I mean, we're gonna spend the day together. I think your coach is gonna be. I think the chef will be upset, but the coach will be happy.
Another thing, which is we're talking about food. There was another in that same video, that Eintracht Frankfurt video. There was like, would you rather have Swedish meatballs or I forgot what the German food? But you obviously adamantly picked Swedish meatballs.
You're very proud of the Swedish meatballs.
Look, as Americans, our experience with Swedish meatballs tends to only be when we go to an IKEA.
Yeah, shopping for furniture is when we find out about your
but
food.
they're very
You like it?
I do like it, but I read something that Swedish meatballs that in I think in the United States, like something like 2 billion meatballs are sold every year. 2 billion Swedish meatballs are sold every year because in IKEA or something.
Only in IKEA.
That's why they're so popular in this country. So what is the selling point to why are they so sort of amazing? Because when you answered that question, I was just like, okay, this guy really is passionate about Swedish meatballs.
I don't have a good answer for you.
Are these the right? Is IKEA like a McDonald's burger, or is that like
IKEA is not the proper meatballs, Then you have to come to Sweden. Maybe my mother can give you some meatballs.
See, this is what we're talking about.
That's how it should be.
This is what we're talking about. We gotta go
friends-
see mom.
This is how friendships are made.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I apologize about the Pinaldo comment.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wrong. I shouldn't
Maybe I
have said.
take back the mother comment. You're not invited anymore.
We're just gonna leave the fat one out there. Cool. What is it? What do you think about like how people view Swedish players and stuff? Obviously, Zlatan is the big one, but for many years that game has gotten bigger, right? The Swedish national team has gotten bigger. How do you think it's viewed? Because we ask that as Americans, we're like, I wonder what the Europeans think about our players when they're out there, like a Pulisic and Gio Reyna and guys like that. What do you think about the Swedish player in Europe?
I think the recognition is getting bigger for sure. Like you said, Zlatan was the big player, and I think during his time he was maybe the only big player. I think now you have Alexander Isak, you have Kulusevski, you have Lindelöf in Premier League. Gyökeres coming up in Sporting. I'm doing good things in the Bundesliga. You know, we have a lot of good players coming up and getting big recognition also in the big leagues. We just have to get the national team good again, you know, because that's when you get the real recognition, I think, as a country, as a whole, you know. But yeah, the players are definitely there. We just have to step up when we're together.
Yeah. Now, so wait, your big rival growing up was Hammarby then, right? Is that the biggest rival to Molde? To Malmo?
Molde.
Sorry. M and Blue. M and Blue just got me confused there. But Malmo.
Malmo's biggest rival? No, I don't think Hammarby is so big. I would say maybe AIK. IFK Gothenburg was before, but they've been very, very, very bad for a couple of years now. So, rival, maybe I have to say Copenhagen, because in Sweden we don't really have a rival anymore, you know? We're too superior.
FC. Wow, nice.
No, honestly, it's like this.
FC Copenhagen's dope. They got a cool stadium. All right, I didn't know that was the rival.
It's very close. It's when I fly home, I fly always to Copenhagen, 20 minutes over by the bridge.
Oh, wow.
Malmo, so
man, I was in Copenhagen not that long ago. I should have just swung over to Malmo. So what's up?
Could have get some meatballs.
I did not.
Well, as far as improving the national team for Sweden, I think I think you've shown that you're definitely are capable of contributing. You know, one of the things you did as well was a score in a 5-1 victory against Bayern Munich. So I'm sure that.
No applause?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I gave you the eagle for the
There
There you go.
That must have felt very nice. I
this
imagine.
was amazing. I had both my best friends at the
We were
at the
there?
stadium.
Me and you were there?
No, this was.
No, he said his best friend.
Okay.
Two best friends. I didn't know we were there. That's crazy.
We're not that close yet.
We went to
A 5-1 victory over Bayern, but it was a different one.
It was a different one 2 years prior.
2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
2019, 2020, 2020.
I don't
I think it was the
remember.
beginning of
Where were
2020.
2019. Yeah, nice. So 19.
That was we were there the day he got fired because of that game.
So
it's pretty crazy. We were like, sorry if it's because of us.
Frankfurt won.
Yeah,
Frankfurt won 5-1.
5-1. Yeah.
How cool
Maybe
is
it's a
that?
tradition, huh?
Yeah. 'Cause you
I don't want to
just
say
made
too
it a
much for
trend.
the season, but
Made it a
Bayern, we're
trend.
coming for you, huh?
Yeah. Every time we're there.
So clearly, that must have been really, really cool.
No, this was really, I think, one of the best days in my life, for sure. I mean, it was my second goal in the Bundesliga. And yeah, this day was unbelievable. No one expected us to go out there and win by 5-1 against a team like Bayern Munich. So yeah, it was amazing. As I said, I have my best friends there. Not you two, but another best friend.
It's been a tragedy to learn that we are the
We'll
second.
get over it when you leave, but for right now it hurts.
I can give you a hug.
We'll do a group hug on the way out. Make everything okay.
Nah, this day was amazing.
Yeah.
So, well, hold on. You said second goal. Did you switch up the celebration on this one?
I did. Normally, I just do the knee. I don't score too often, so knee slide is normally enough. But this one, I did this one. You know,
We saw that in the image, the poster image. Yeah.
I read some the days before in the newspaper, you know, and I wanted to give back. You know?
I love it.
We call that clapping back.
Back,
Yeah, I clap back. You
Clap back is
responding.
something else for me. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're responding.
It's
Yes,
funny
clap back
because
could be
there's
different.
no. I mean,
That's back clap. That's different.
I'm sure. I'm sure you're.
We don't speak about this here.
You know, I think you know what I'm talking about. I think I know what you were talking about. I think we all know what you're talking about.
Okay,
My mother doesn't watch. You know?
let's write this ship. What was I just gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
Why?
Yeah, what are you
Distracted?
thinking about now? That
I
you
was.
can't?
Let us know. Huh?
I don't remember now because the back clap threw me off. But scoring against a score.
Wow,
This is what I was gonna ask. Bayern Munich, obviously, nobody expected you guys to win 5-1, but the Bundesliga season, last season especially, was very unique and very different. Given Bayer Leverkusen's, I mean, we don't really get to see anything like that. Just an undefeated season. So, what does this? How does this change? Does it raise the bar? How does it change the preparation for this season, knowing that that perfection might have to be the standard.
I think for us, seeing a team like Leverkusen doing what they did also gives us kind of hope and believe in ourselves that we can do. Okay, I'm not gonna say like they did,
sure.
but we can do something close to what they did, you know. And of course, we have our goals, and I think really we can reach them. When you see something like this happen, you also believe in yourself. I think also the view on the Bundesliga is now maybe a bit better in one way. Maybe it's funnier to watch when you see, I think Munich, they won 10 years in a row or 9 years in a row, something like this. And now someone else can do it. So I think for the whole league, maybe it was a good thing that happened last year. Obviously, we reached the Europe League, what we reached for before the season. So I think coming into this season, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up, playing in 3 or 4 different campaigns.
It's crazy, right? You've got the domestic league, you've got Europe and Europa that you guys went at, DFB Pokal, and what's the other one?
3 it was maybe.
Okay, 3. But still, it's a lot of competition.
It's only 3, yeah. I'm also after the backslap.
Backslap, everybody. Backslap. How do you prepare your body differently knowing you're going to be in so many different competitions? I mean, you're 20 years old, 21, right? Like, you can adjust pretty easily, pretty quickly, but still, you have to prepare yourself for, you're going to be playing basically almost like at some point 1.5 games a week.
Yeah, I think during now until Christmas, it's 2 games a week.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's a lot. I mean, obviously for me, last season I played a lot, but from Christmas on, I was injured 2 times. So there was also kind of getting to know the Bundesliga, getting to know the tempo, injury kind of, I think it was. But now it's my 2nd year, like I said before, and I hope my body will keep up better this year. But yeah, like you say, we train a bit different this year, a bit harder. It's the 2nd year of the coaching staff and all this, so yeah, we try to prepare as good as possible, and yeah, it's hard to prepare for something like this.
I can only imagine, yeah.
But I know who's ready for the Bundesliga season. Clearly, Attila is, and I want to just show you this photo
German government has announced
that we got to meet Attila.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Yeah, that is me there.
So I'm behind the camera taking this photo.
Yeah.
And right as this,
scared or what?
oh my God, first of all, right as he goes to take this photo, you see Christian's laughing, having a good time. The bird was looking at me, and then it just went, and it quickly turned to look at him, and we're like, ah! Because it's a huge bird. You don't realize how big these birds are until you see them.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. I've heard also you cannot look into the eyes, you know?
That's
where it attacks you.
That's where I made a mistake.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Look at that and tell me he didn't make a mistake.
Attila was like, you're too close, man. Right?
Yeah. It looks friendly now, no?
But no, Attila was great. And
very impressive.
Have you gotten to interact with Attila at all?
I mean, he's there for every game, but I'm also scared like you.
Yeah.
I think I told the first press conference I had when I came to the club, I said, I will never touch this.
It's so much bigger than you think it's going to be.
Crazy. Also, when it goes out, the
wings?
The wings.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God. It's crazy. One of the things that I remember most, besides you almost dying because of this bird, was
where was this?
This is in the press conference room
in Commerzbank.
Commerzbank. Talk to me about the fans, because I think one of the things that people always talk about when it comes to football, soccer, especially in Europe, is how intense the fans can be. But when you go to a Bundesliga match, we've been to Dusseldorf, we've been to Dortmund, we've been to Frankfurt. We've been to, but Frankfurt in particular, man, it seems like the fans are sort of enveloping you. Does that change the way you play? Because coming from the youth ranks to walking into a stadium with the fans going like that crazy, rooting for you, does that change the way you play? Do you hear it when you're in the game?
Both yes and no. I mean, when they push you and you have to kind of get a goal or something like this, for sure you hear it. Like, I think this is one of the benefits or like the big things about Frankfurt. You know, we get so much help from our supporters, and you know, like you said before, also in the US, I mean, they're everywhere, and then you can imagine how it is in Germany.
Yeah.
Every away game, you know, sometimes we're away and you feel like you're kind of playing at home, which is unbelievable. So, no, for sure you hear them a lot, and yeah, I think it's one of the best things about soccer in Europe.
That's awesome.
Well,
you know what my favorite thing was? If you got a ticket, you get to ride the train for free.
a ticket for the game. Yeah.
If you have a ticket to the game, you can take the metro, the train, to the stadium for
That
free.
was the best thing for you.
Bro, in New York, they'd be like, you pay
You
extra.
said they won, yeah?
Yeah, bro, in New York, they'll try to get money from you every way you can. They'll never give you anything for free. Here.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about transit and government like issues in the U.S., we got a lot of problems. We could do things the way Germany does them a little bit. That would be nice. Hugo, thank you so much for joining us. This has been super cool. We obviously wish you the best. Oh, okay, we got maybe a gift.
Oh, great throw.
From Frankfurt to you guys, number 16 in the back.
This is beautiful.
Oh,
Is this
okay.
you?
This is
Me, yeah.
the new kit.
Okay.
All right, look at that. We have one back there, but
have
now
already?
we can update it.
Okay, that's the old one. Yeah.
Thank
Now
you
you
so
have the new one. So
Thank you so much.
hope you like it. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
not my size, but beautiful.
I didn't expect you to be like
Wait, come on. Johan's knows me.
Imagine Hugo's like, all right, I'm gonna get to Alexis's size so my kit fits him.
Yeah, if there's ever a match worn kit that fits me, that guy did not have a good game. I know that for sure.
We did not give you the best advice.
No, my guy was riding the bench.
So obviously, everybody go obviously check out and watch Bundesliga and watch Hugo this season playing for Eintracht Frankfurt. We actually wish you the best.
And anyone listening who doesn't have a Bundesliga team, follow Eintracht Frankfurt.
Give
this
him a
season.
shot.
Good
Give
advice,
him a
good
shot.
advice.
Yeah. And we're gonna do a little we're gonna juggle the ball together right now. I don't know. Did you get the confirmation? I don't.
You know how to juggle? I don't do this. This is
This
you
is the
two.
first time
you
you're saying
have-
right. All right, we're
if I
just-
do this, you have to do also.
Nope. I will stand there.
Thank you for watching. We're done.
Hugo Larsson, thank you so much, brother.